I'm going live. Greetings, boys and girls, and everyone in between. Welcome to race number 10 of the ASCC All-American Racing Series, live at the Toledo Speedway in Ohio, with, of course, the EFR Peanut Gallery on hand.
Meep.
Beep boop.
Good evening.
Hello.
Before we get to tonight's action, let's have a quick look at the standings as of Michigan, which Joshua Pacer dominated so hard that series officials have changed the rules. We'll get to that in a moment. But it is Dan Richards and Jim Hayes, the Team Thunder teammates, on top of the SAR standings. Brett Finley bringing up the rear of the playoff-eligible drivers as of race number 9 in that division. The Lenard standings, it's Alex Carson for Flair Motorsports on top with Stefan Wodarczyk in a Flair Motorsports sandwich. Joshua Pacer, coming off of a very hot streak so far, is in third. And so far it has been Lenard hogging all of the wins for the most part, except for Inglesby leader Palmer Styles, who got Inglesby their only win of the season in race 2 at San Antonio, a race that only 7 cars finished. Of course, this leaves SAR still winless as we approach the halfway point of the season, the Texas 500. Alex Carson sits on pole for tonight's race. Let me make sure I got the correct window up. Yes, I do. So it's Alex Carson on pole, Jason Richardson on his outside with Palmer Styles and Aaron Law making up row 2, Stefan Wodarczyk and Colton Spencer. Row 3, Dan Richards and Jim Hayes. Row 4, Carl Hampton and Joshua Pacer make up row 5. Pacer starting a little uncharacteristically far back. Row 6, Johnson Clapp and Calvin Hobbs. Row 7, Winston Orwell and Brett Finley. Peter Johnson and Dan Voiles make up row 8. Row 9 is Austin Sanders and Tim Woodard. Row 10, Ryan Long and Cam Barnes. Row 11, Seth Anderson and Jeff Little. Row 12, Richie Pinto and Aaron Singer. Row 13, Bill Calhoun and Lance Stone. Row 14, Angus Black and Porter House, the What's Your Beef teammates. Row 15, Greg Gray. Is he sporting the new Greaseburger livery tonight? No, he is in the furniture art scheme. Greg Gray, Paul Sherman, row 15. Row 16, Donnie Olson and Elmer Farley, the oldest driver in the field by a long shot. And starting shotgun on our typical 33-car field is Bobby Miller III. Now, Joshua Pacer cruised to victory at Michigan last week by a very large margin, and in response to the backlash over how boring of a race that was, for the rest of the season, the ASCC will run with what is called a caution clock. So at the start of at the drop of every green flag for the start and restarts, a 20-minute timer will start counting down, and if the timer runs out, the caution will be thrown. And the leader at the time that the caution clock expires will receive 1 bonus point. However, if a natural caution were to come out before the caution clock expires, the leader will not receive a point, and the clock will reset for the next restart. Oh, sorry to hear that.
No.
A moment, Luca handed me the rest of their Alfredo. Get to that later.
Ooh.
It is the dawn of a new era, the caution clock era. Now let's get this race underway.
If we make it to 20 minutes, that is.
We probably won't. Joshua Pacer put out a tweet earlier saying that half of these guys crashed within 2 minutes. So he doesn't think the caution clock will be needed tonight. Pace car leaves the field in the hands of Alex Carson and Jason Richardson. Green flag is out and the timer has started.
Can't help but notice one of the objects, like poles moving in the background. On the back street.
And we have a crash down in turn number 3 involving Jeff Little and Calvin Hobbs. And a crash after the yellow, with Palmer Styles having gone around in an apparent altercation with Jason Richardson.
Perhaps 2 minutes was a little too generous.
Yes.
More like 2 seconds, but yeah.
By those standards, you're probably right.
As the field partakes in pit stops, oh, Joshua Pacer has some pretty severe damage on the back end of that car. Let's see what happened. Wonder if he's going to get help from the 68 of Calvin Hobbs. Oh, Hobbs drifts down into the 69 of Johnson Clapp. Didn't know he was involved. That stuffs Pacer into the wall. And Jeff Little was left with not a whole lot of options. We got Palmer Styles drifting up into Jason Richardson after they take the yellow. This is not the time to start pushing it. And perhaps I should have looked at the cameras on this track, but oh well.
These will suffice.
For now.
Peter Johnson looks like he has some damage as well.
What's on the 25 car this week?
The 25 of Aaron Law is sponsored by Rock Bottom Excavation. I'll give you a look at that car.
Thank you.
It looks like Colton Spencer's gone out of the race already.
Ooh. That does look nice.
Severe damage on that 13 car. What happened to him? Oh, little pit road contact with Stefan Wodarczyk. That's fantastic. Coming to the restart, looks like Alex Carson's gonna have a problem. Gotta reset the clock. As Carson takes to the pit lane, it's gonna be Dan Richards inheriting the lead. Green flag back out, the caution clock has started again.
With how this track races, I would be amazed if we managed to get about 20 minutes of racing in.
Yeah. Looks like maybe a left side tire down on the 99. Calvin Hobbs trying to stay in front of the leaders as Carl Hampton battles his Team Star USA teammate Aaron Law for the lead. Carl Hampton in the Casargo Energy car this week. Floyd fan thinks we're going to get a combined 20 minutes of racing tonight. I hear a spin. Bill Calhoun and Angus Black stopped down on the inside of the front stretch. Brings the caution out again. Maybe Richie Pinto's had a problem as well. That or he's just slowed down for the yellow. No, he's gotten into something. That's the 97 and 37 off of turn 2. I totally don't remember the name of the driver of the 97. Lance Stone, there we go. And Jim Hayes has a lot of damage on the front end of that car. That was Angus Black and Bill Calhoun getting together off of 4, and Hayes had nowhere to go. Joshua Pacer, with all that damage, has made his way up to 3rd. But he and Carl Hampton are going to pit. Farid Hurtado. When the Walfus will return? I don't know. But do keep in mind, this whole racing thing is my baby. Now, looks like Alan Hobbs did get back onto the lead lap. It's going to jump up to 19th. Jim Hayes and Porter House have now dropped out of the race. Not going to do Hayes' Star Division lead much good. Alex Carson coming up to lead the lapped car line for this restart. Johnson Clapp is 4th, and Daniel Voiles is 5th for this restart. Green flag back up, caution clock counting down again.
We'll probably reach like 45 seconds of racing again.
Joshua Pacer's got a problem. He's headed down the pits. So does Calvin Hobbs, as Alex Carson unlaps himself.
That would be a convenient time for his teammate to bring it. Oh, he didn't come into the pits.
Lapp and Sanders are now pitting as well. This is annoying. Oh well. is between Dan Richards and Palmer Styles.
I don't think that there's a Leonard in the top 10 at the moment.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. This could be Sar's time to shine. Daniel Foyles is going He thinks I should have tested this track more.
It happens, so.
Yeah, I think it's a wonky pit strategy, not pit glitching or black flags, because they are getting service.
That'd be ironic if SAR finally has its day and the caution clock ends up undoing.
Having a look at what's going on with this stuff. Trying to decipher it. But Darchik is having some difficulties. On top of what he's already had in this race. Yellow flag is out again. Looks like we've had some issues with the 76 of Miller.
That was a much longer green flag period than I expected.
Looks like Carson's going to get back onto the lead lap.
I think that was like a whole 3 minutes.
Oh, Hampton just barreled through and cleaned him out.
Oh my.
Jason Richardson's gonna beat everyone off in the pit lane.
I really like that Woodruff car.
Me too. Lance Stone is going to stay out and pick up the lead. Yes, I'm still here, just eating. Didn't want to pick up.
No problem.
According to TMpedia, there are 3 Ohio drivers in the race, being Finley, Anderson, and Hobbs, with none of them in the top 10 at the moment.
Well, alright.
Fun fact.
Well, they must be embarrassed so far. Lance Stone about to lead the field to the restart. Here we go. Richardson isn't
My
gonna have
guess
much
is that
trouble.
Lennard was told to take it easy. They're taking it literal.
Two cars running way up high, a little bit of contact. Lance Stone's headed into the pit lane. We got crashing in 3. Tim Woodard, Greg Gray, and Alex Carson. Oh, and Angus Black, who got turned around in the infield.
Yikes.
It's Farley getting a piece. He got turned around by Seth Anderson.
Well, that's one way to make the hometown crowd proud.
America's best race car drivers, everybody.
Ahem, the world's best.
I'm sure Tony Durban would like a word with us on that.
The rest of the world doesn't matter. Only America matters.
There we go.
Here, ASCC, absolutely.
That's why the field is exclusively American drivers, right? No one else was good enough to make it.
Oh, yes.
Rumor has it Xenos tried to enter, but the officials laughed and called him beady-eyed maple syrup drunker.
Jason Richardson's headed back into the pits. Donnie Olson has just brought Lennard back into the top 10.
Ooh.
That's not going to last long.
Inheriting the lead now is Carl Hampton with Palmer Styles up in second. Oh, FARC Mexico is definitely gonna get that. We've actually had a green flag run of more than 2 laps so far. Joshua Pacer's starting in the wrong line for some reason. Oh well.
I was about to ask what was up with that.
It's Carl Hampton, Palmer Styles, Aaron Law, Dan Richards, and Ryan Long. Your top 5 on this restart. But Darchik immediately has a problem. Bernard continues. Caution is back out. Maybe because of the 37. I have not seen any signs of a wreck until just then. Good job, guys. Aaron Singer trying to get by the 0 of Elmer Farley takes him and Bill Calhoun up into the wall. It's another incident down in 1.
Maybe they're purposefully crashing to protest the caution clock system.
This may be one way to do it. I don't know if it's the most efficient way to do it.
If they're going the civil disobedience route, they are not doing a good job at making it distinguishable from all the other races this year. Has Aaron Singer had a clean race yet? Yes, I believe so.
Well, the fans want carnage, so they'll give them carnage.
I believe he went incident-free at Myrtle Beach.
I could see Pacer protesting with his crew, trying to argue that he's not a lap down. If he restarted in the outside lane last time.
Pacer letting his recent success get to his head.
Yep.
Now he takes his proper place in line for the start. He is the first car 1 lap down. Hampton will lead the field to the restart once again. What happened to Jason Richardson? There he is, somewhere down the line. 15th. Law takes the lead now.
We have 11 o'clock.
What'd you say?
How much do we have left in that clock?
Coming up on 19 minutes right now. Pacer's got more issues. His bid to get back on the lap comes to an end.
Ooh.
I guess he just doesn't have the pace that he used to.
Caution has come out again.
And he's out in 7th placement field with that kind of damage.
Don't know what has happened. It's occupied for a moment. Looks like we got a problem with Donnie Olson. Dan Voiles had a problem with Donnie Olson and spins him around off of 4. But Olson only lost 1 spot. Give me a moment.
Well, and Anderson's running up in the top 5 now.
Alright, distraction over, back to the race. This exciting race at 35 miles an hour. How thrilling. But hey, the SAR teams are really capitalizing on Lennard's woes tonight. Can y'all still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. Just making sure nothing got screwed up along the way. I'm considering getting a second monitor for the streaming purposes.
Hey, Siege, what's the on-screen timer saying for yours right now?
What do you mean on-screen timer?
Like at the bottom of the replay, like 28 something.
Oh. Yeah, 28:30.
Oh.
We've been at this for less than half an hour.
I was just wondering,
Yeah, there's about a 10-15 second delay.
Oh, alright.
yeah, I think it's like 12:13.
Yeah, it's about 7 or 8 for me.
Okay.
Oh, it's different for each of us.
No, I was rounding up. It's a 7-second delay. Freaking live television.
It's like 12 for me.
That sounds about right. Right, coming up on the restart, Aaron Law took the lead from his teammate in the previous run, and will lead on this restart. There's the green flag, caution clock, reset once again. But that probably won't be necessary. But some of these guys are definitely wanting this thing to go green because when the caution clock does expire, the leader at the time will get a bonus point. Not so if we have a natural yellow. Jason Richardson on a tear, trying to get back towards the front and join his teammates. So Pacer and Lance Stone get themselves into trouble, and Pacer ends up sideways in turn 4. Good job. That run was about 2 minutes. Going by the caution clock. Moment. Alright, thank you all for your patience. Oh, and I have not unpaused the race. I did not pause the race. Looks like several things have happened.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Alright. Is this the last restart?
Yeah, I think we were on lap 58.
It's Calhoun. There we go. That's what brought out the caution before I had to step away. We had Aaron Law leading on the restart. It's Team Star USA 1, 2, 3. Jason Richardson. Looks like he's going to take the lead from Hampton before the next caution comes out. Oh, that's Styles up in smoke. That looks like a pretty big wreck. Styles and Farley get together.
Oh, man.
Styles and Anderson are going to go straight into that inside wall.
Oh, someone found it.
Send him straight down. That's going to be a hard hit. Oh, man, that's a nasty hit to the inside wall.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, that's big junk.
Wow, that would hurt.
Something safer barriers. Jeff Little and Paul Sherman got up into the outside wall, and Tim Wooder just barreled into them.
Might not even get to go to that.
Again, for real.
Wow.
Woo. Oh, hello, Roush and Oak.
Hello.
Back to race.
Ike, did you say something? I'm not sure if I could hear you.
I just said hello.
Okay.
Hello, Ike and Roush.
Oh, see.
We're 71 laps into the ASCC race at Toledo. It is absolutely thrilling, clean race as usual.
And Pacer has dominated as always.
Oh yes.
That's disappointing. It's clean.
Very much so, unfortunately.
Donnie Olson's gone up in smoke from 7th.
Well, so much for that top 10.
It's been an absolutely disastrous night for the Lennards so far. And SAR is capitalizing. One lap till the restart.
The entirety of the top 6 at the moment.
What's the first non-SAR?
First non-SAR is Greg Gray's Leonard in 7th.
Alright.
It's Team SAR USA 1, 2, 3, Aaron Law, Jason Richardson, and Carl Hampton. Dan Richards and Brett Finley round out the top 5 as the pace car pulls off the track. Get another restart. Caution clock resets again. For anyone just joining us, ASCC has a caution clock now. But that has been absolutely unnecessary tonight.
Imagine that.
He's probably itching to get out of the car and send the impending "I told you so."
Aaron Singer has just become the first non-SAR in the running order. He's climbing up the field right now, up into 5th.
Remind me, it's only SAR and Lenard's, correct?
SAR, Leonard, and Inglesby. So Aaron Singer leads the way for the Inglesbys right now as Dan Richards breaks up the Team SAR USA party and moves up into 3rd.
Making sure because I had only heard about the SARs and Lenards.
Yeah, well, Inglesby is completely irrelevant aside from Palmer Styles.
Alright.
Styles just completely carries them.
However, Palmer Styles was carried into the wall just a few moments ago, so he is out of the race.
Oh yeah, Seth Anderson might be dead.
Oh, good.
I'm only barely exaggerating. That was an absolutely nasty hit.
Well, if he's dead, the team's dead, because he's also the owner of the team.
Welp.
Oh, he'll walk it off.
He's looked
okay.
like
He'll likely be back next week.
Some new shitwagon Inglesby team will come to take his place.
More than likely, some crap mark team.
I mean,
Not the entirety. Oh, well, there's that. Well, there's that.
Jeff Little got turned around on the backstretch there. Winston
No caution
Orwell
clock.
finds a way to wreck under yellow. Oh, he got help. Ryan Long.
ow.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt. That's yeah. But what I was saying is that some back marker Fark team, not that Fark's bad.
Yeah, not at all.
No.
Yeah, Ike. You see that opening in the inside wall on the backstretch.
Oh no.
Imagine how well that a Gen 4 car would take a complete side-on impact with the curved portion.
I can show y'all right now how that happened.
Oh yeah, we can do that, can't we?
While we have this lull in the action.
I'm gonna miss my pace car brigade.
Oh no. I can only imagine this not going good. Oh.
Ow.
Ow.
And the wimp couldn't even drive away.
Sorry, his
It's
brain
everything.
went on the other side of the fence.
He broke his everything.
His everything.
I don't even know
Hope-
where to start with that.
Hopefully there are no campers down there, or else they'll find applesauce on the side of their RVs.
Oh no.
Let's go with that.
Oh, good grief.
Oh, and Carl Hampton and who's the other guy? Dan Richards getting knocked out of the top 5 has brought Lance Stone and Brett Finley into the mix. Paul Sherman is now up to 5th. He took the spot from Aaron Singer somewhere along the way. So he is now the leading Inglesby, and Lance Stone is the leading Lennard. It's still Team Star USA 1-2 with Aaron Law and Jason Richardson. As the pace car pulls off the track, we will reset the caution clock once again.
Like we'll need it.
Yeah, like we'll need it.
I mean, I won't be shocked that I jinxed it, but
Is the chat on the side current, or are you guys seeing an all-new chat on the stream?
there's only 3 responses after the one you have.
Oh, okay. So
But
I
there-
need to
but it's-
update that.
Yes.
You just saw our next
Okay.
caution come out.
Hey, I didn't jinx it.
Okay, so it wasn't particularly poor track at all.
Just an idiot being an idiot.
There we go. I've refreshed my chat. The next race is Pocono. Maybe the racing gods will be merciful and wipe out the entire field by lap 10, so we don't have to go through yet another slog.
Yellows at Pocono don't take that long, do they?
So what's Woodruff, now that I can see the chat again? It is a gun maker. It's the ASCC, go figure.
And it's got a beautiful looking car.
Woodruff.
I mean,
Woodruff also is the title sponsor of the ASCC West Series, which has a very good chance of being properly introduced later on in the FARC season. Got some evil plans for that.
Wonderful.
Can you say Talladega 69?
what?
Talladega 69. Okay, why did I say that?
I don't know. Why did you weirdo?
I mean, never said I wasn't.
I have a couple cars for ASCC West. Is there a paint kit? Not yet, but they will use the exact same cars as FARC.
A Spark?
So it's like how Canon and Arca run the same cars.
Oh, right.
Wants green.
One to go for this next restart. Oh,
Wait, this isn't
Lance
Arca?
Stone is going to squander his third place starting position with some kind of problem. Oh well. Green flag back out. Johnson Clapp is 2 laps down in 14th. That pink tri-state auto car. Oh, more trouble up in turn 2. Jeff Little and Calvin
Basically, why it wasn't
Hobbs.
gonna work.
This whole track's calamity corner.
Interesting how the car on the inside who shoved Hobbs happens to be the 9. I'm sure that had nothing to do with lap 1.
Oh, that's right.
Not at all.
Yeah, that was totally an accident.
That was an accident. I mean, he completely overdrove it.
Yeah, there's no way he could have thrown it in that hard on purpose.
No. Nobody can throw it in that hard. Nobody.
Next race is Pocono, and then it will be the Texas 500. I am going to open up one-offs for that race.
Uh-oh.
That I will have a 33 and 9 rule. So the 33 chartered cars are locked in, but 9 spots are open for the taking.
Why not the Freedom 500?
Because it is traditionally called the Texas 500.
Fair enough.
I feel like the Texans would have something to say if they attempted to change that name.
If you need a little bit more freedom, the FARC race on that weekend will be the Patriot Cola Star Spangled Flavor 76.
You're kidding me?
The Patriot Cola Star Spangled Flavored 76.
Yes.
What a name.
What a
Thank
thing.
you. Just
Hello.
about to hit halfway. Somebody join. Hello.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Who was saying hello? And to whom?
That might have been me. I was just starting to say that I, like all the corporatism shoehorned into all the patriotism.
Yes. And
Well,
in absolutely great taste, the 911 Remembrance contingency decal on the ASCC cars might get a sponsor next year.
Well, remember, you have to subtly remind all of our viewers that capitalism is the only choice.
Oh, yes.
The less regulated, the better.
Carl Hampton taking it 3 wide on his attempt to get back to the front. Somehow they all keep it clean. Aaron Singer's up to 4th. That's a pretty good job from him. And he has one of the cleaner cars.
That spelling of Carl is un-American anyway.
It's okay, Carl's Superstores, as an American institution, more than makes up for it. Aaron Law has pulled away from the field, but if we go green, the caution clock will have something to say about that. Carl Hampton back up to 4th and chasing down Dan Richards. Caution is back out. Calvin Hobbs has run into even more trouble.
Now, who's the real caution clock? The caution clock itself, or Carl, or Mr. Hobbs?
It's the lapped cars all racing intensely 3 wide, just couldn't keep it up.
On the straightaway.
Why are the lap cars going 3 wide on the straightaway?
Would you mind bringing? Doesn't matter, surprise me. Cycles. Thank you. Alright, Luca is off to bring me another Angry Orchard.
Whoa.
I don't know if y'all heard that, but they said, "I'm his bartender."
So now the commentators are drinking on the job.
Oh, I've been drinking. My first one has been empty for a while.
Ah.
Frustratingly empty.
Only in the ASCC.
Is it for sponsorship obligations or a coping mechanism?
Both. This smashed beer will help me cope with this racing.
I'm pretty sure this is just water. It doesn't help at all.
Just shut up and drink the beer. That's liquid, goddamn it. They can't hear me on the chat, right?
You all can be heard on the stream. Unfortunately.
Oh no, I didn't mean.
Isn't that what y'all sign up for? When you come in here as I'm streaming a race? Come on.
I mean, non-disclosure agreement, so.
Well, no, that's not it. I said something.
Say hello to the FCC.
Hopefully I don't get the ASCC demonetized.
As I like to say, joke's on them. I'm not monetized to begin with. Ha ha ha.
Yep, there we are.
Alright. Oh, I have forgotten to reset the caution clock. If we do that real quick, they'll get a few extra seconds out of it.
Like, that's gonna mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Aaron Law continuing to lead. Jason Richardson getting boxed in by the lapped cars of Joshua Pacer and Johnson Clapp. Then the battle for third is between Dan Richards and Carl Hampton. Richards running a bit wide. Hampton is there.
Only the best drivers in the world.
That's right.
They all
At
totally
the time
have
at the time of this race, Carl Hampton has already run at least one Master Cup race. He probably sucked. And
Keyboard
they're
is
crashing
probably-
again on the front stretch.
only the best drivers.
Only the best.
The best in all the world. Oh my gosh, okay.
Oh, that's gonna put some people behind the wall.
I should not have said anything.
Their amazing lines are getting in the way of each other.
Poor Law has been waiting for that bonus point all night.
Yes.
Lots are waiting for that one.
Hello, PCSRA Blue Hedgehog 26. Typical ASCC tomfoolery has been commencing. There was also an extremely long delay because we are having TV problems over here. Okay, fine. By we, I mean Luca's grandmother, so I've had to help her out on that.
Ah.
And if anyone has just joined us in the last few minutes, as I said at the top of the show, Joshua Pacer's dominant run at Michigan was just so awe-inspiring that ASCC officials have changed the rules and implemented a 20-minute caution clock. However, that has not come into play tonight. It has not come close to coming into play tonight. So I don't know why I'm resetting it on every restart. We're just going to get another crash in the next 3 laps. But I guess I gotta do it anyway.
But the one time you won't do it, the one time they go green.
Sounds counterproductive.
Can imagine the poor sulking official begrudgingly pressing the stopwatch every restart.
Why do I have to do this?
And, you may have heard one of us talking about Aaron Law trying to get that bonus point. The leader at the time that the caution clock expires gets a bonus point, but if the race is interrupted by a natural yellow, there is no bonus point.
He hasn't gotten a bonus hit today.
Nobody has.
I just thought of
Gosh,
something
I
so
forget.
stupid. The caution clock bonus point award is sponsored by Extends, and we call it getting a boner.
As in, like, bonus.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, got it. That's what I thought.
Why did I say that? I'm not even drunk yet. Anyway. Restart is now... Caution clock is now 2. I'm still not drunk. Why am I talking like this?
It didn't restart.
Ma's been getting great restarts for a while now.
He's had a lot of practice tonight.
Well, it's at the very least helpful.
On a serious note, I'm not sure anyone else has a clean car.
Straight to that as well.
Hello, Snake Plissken. We have 80 laps to go. Just gotten another restart. Now that's one of the Extends cars that's blown its load all over the track.
Oh my god. Hopefully we actually get to enforce the caution clock law this time.
Paul Sherman up to 5th. He is the leading Inglesby. Aaron Singer might have something to say about that. The leading Lennard is Greg Gray in the 78. Surprisingly, Elmer Farley is still on track. He is trying to get himself back into the Inglesby playoffs. Carl Hampton back into 3rd. It is a Team Star USA 1-2-3 once again.
That zero car, holy heck.
What about it?
Do you see the mid-corner speed on that thing?
The mid-corner speed?
What? It just parks.
Yeah. Speaking of parking, Paul Sherman's got a bit of trouble. Let's see what happens to him.
I mean, P7 at the time.
So far, it's been Aaron laying down the law tonight.
And if you don't like him, he'll just throw the book at you.
Greg Gray has hit the pit lane now. He's gonna go lap 2.
And with Sherman's problems, we now have fewer than 10 on the lead lap.
Johnson Clapp is up into the top 10 despite being 2 laps down.
On the bright side, however, we may actually have a caution clock wish.
No.
Might be near the end of the race. I think.
Coming up on 15:30 left on the caution clock. Rumor has it that next year the caution clock might give way to other pre-planned cautions, but the yellow flag is out once again. I saw the leaders reacting to something. Austin
Perhaps
Sanders.
nothing should
I
have been
think
said.
he came to a stop on track. No, Okay, he was going to come to a stop on track as he slows down dramatically off of 2, but then gets run over by Carl Hampton for good measure. Oh, and then Dan Richards piles into the 49, trying to take advantage and get around him for third, but that obviously didn't pan out.
I think that we're too late in the race to. I think the race is going to take less than 20 minutes to finish.
That is not something Aaron Law wanted to hear.
But, yeah, this appears to be true. At under 20 seconds a lap, only 60 laps left, caution clock probably won't come into play.
Aaron Law's been looking for a bonus point all night too. That sucks.
Imagine if your points rival was about to get the caution clock bonus, so at like 1930 you just wrecked a lapped car.
That'll be fine. See?
Theorizing on how to break the system in this racing thingy.
Shoot, I dumped the lapped car again. Has a habit of happening every 19 minutes.
Conspiracy theories.
But at the rate we are right now, I do not believe we're going to get a caution clock if this race were to go to the end.
But as I was saying before the yellow, rumor has it that caution clock is a stopgap to pre-planned cautions to be implemented in the future. Possibly quarters.
Oh boy.
We have only 7 cars on the lead lap as we come to this restart. I think I'll just reset the caution clock anyway on principle.
If we have another yellow, you won't need to for sure.
Hey, Vincenzo,
That's me.
can you go get me a grape juice?
A grape juice.
Yes.
Okay, would you like it in May or maybe July? I think that's when the ARCA race is.
Preferably like in 5 hours.
Oh,
Or
no,
would it be 6?
6. I think you're gonna have to wait on that.
Fine, I can wait till like 8 a.m.
Just how I wanted to spend my Sunday morning. That'll be $200.
We can discuss payment.
Come on, man, do him a solid. Luca got me an Angry Orchard in 2 minutes. Why can't you do this for your friend?
I guess I'm just a lousy friend.
What kind of friend you are? Bring me a small little thing like a grape juice.
And what? Just because there's 400 miles in the way?
Yeah, that's not a lot.
Ah, yes. Snake is new to the party. ASCC now has caution clocks. So at the drop of every green flag on the start and restarts, a 20-minute countdown starts. If the countdown expires, the caution is thrown in. The leader at the time gets a bonus point. The caution clock is turned off with 10 laps to go, and if there is a natural yellow, the clock gets reset, and the leader does not get that bonus point. So there's your explanation.
No, why was it implemented?
Because Joshua Pacer dominated at Michigan oh so hard.
Thank you.
He's just way too good.
We might have a battle for the lead here thanks to Booby Miller.
Oh my god.
Oh dear, this is getting interesting.
I heard that what in the background.
What? It's the dumbest name I've heard since Bend Over.
Oh boy.
Okay, it's Bobby Miller, but the driver's name above the window does say Booby.
Oh my god.
Oh, good grief.
Is it a tribute to a late sibling or dog? Or...
So far, that strategy has not gone over well.
No, it's just an example of the shining literacy rate from whatever backwater part of America he's from.
I might have
Probably
been racing
Alabama.
this series.
I think he is.
The caution clock, despite never coming into play tonight, is making it interesting on the strategies for the crew chiefs.
They gotta prepare for the caution clock now.
Titty Miller the 3. Oh, Elmer Farley's getting in the way here. Almost cost Aaron Law the lead.
Never mind, Ike. The Millers are from Mississippi.
No.
Oh, well,
same
there
thing.
you go. I want to get a Bobby
Aaron-
Miller the 4th poking around here soon enough.
What?
Yes.
Petition Cooper for that one.
I think. Well, I guess retcons are always possible, but how old is Miller the Third?
I don't know.
Because I think he's pretty young.
Your original idea was censored on my end. Oh, alright.
Siege, I know a way you can get Titty Miller on a driver's seat
Oh boy.
and enter a sister driver named Tilly.
Oh man.
Oh, if only women were allowed in ASCC.
Hey, what are you saying? They are totally allowed.
No, just set them up for failure. I mean, give them perfectly equal equipment.
Keep everyone abreast of Bobby Miller's or Booby Miller's progress.
No.
Oh boy.
If the starting field is 0% woman, well, I guess none of them were good enough.
No. None of them were talented enough.
Maybe they should be better.
I know who I'm going
Booby Miller needs Extends sponsorship. Extends is preoccupied with Expansion Motorsports. So if nothing dumb happens, or at least dumber than what we've already had tonight, SAR is going to get their first win of the season. And it's shaping up to be a 1-2-3 for Team SAR USA.
But I wouldn't say that just yet. Anything can happen.
And it usually does. I didn't really intend for ASCC to turn into a FARC clone. It just happened.
You'd almost think that the SAR started complaining that the Lenards were too good.
And now the Lenards have been caught up in a series of unfortunate incidents.
Oh hey, the 9 car's back in the top 10.
Oh yes, he is.
Woo!
You cannot keep Joshua Pacer down. Buster Cherry will race in Texas. Enter him, please.
Yes.
Stop, you're killing me.
That's my second innuendo character.
Let's petition Gabe to put him in a third expansion motorsports car.
I'm sure you can love that.
I'm entering him. Bend over does his own thing usually. Probably.
We are a very mature bunch.
Only the most mature.
Only because your incessant laugh is making me laugh.
Booby Miller
Oh,
trying
man.
to milk it.
I mean, he totally is a protege of Ramsey Cochner.
Someone is getting in the way.
In fact, Laws in a sandwich.
Recently come up with an alternate scheme for Bobby Miller.
Oh no.
Some of you, I think I've shown it off on the EFR Discord. Who would Jesus shoot?
Yes.
Enter him. I don't want to see that. Coming up on 9 minutes left on the caution clock, but it will get turned off with 10 to go.
So it's guaranteed that we may not make it in time.
Hey, you never know. Lap times could slow down significantly.
That would be some scary rates of tire fall off.
Even
ASCC
worse
doesn't
than
exactly have that.
FARC at Mexico.
Tire fall off, as in the tires fall off.
The carcasses.
Now we gotta. Now the crews have to come out and carry the cars around the track.
This is turned into pit crew chariot racing.
It's gonna be
powerlifting competition. It seems.
Gonna be really unfortunate for some of the underfunded teams that only have 1 or 2 crew members down there.
I heard that only 4 are allowed to pull it or to carry it around.
Jeez. The driver keeps steering anyway.
The driver is only allowed to. If they get out of the car, they're out.
Come on, why does this set of tires suck?
And there's a 12-car pileup.
Oh boy.
There's a 12-car pileup, but there are 48 bodies.
Oh, good grief. Jeez.
Brian Long is just not getting out of the way.
Yeah, there's a race, by the way.
It's gonna be a long few minutes for him, for everyone else. Mainly Law.
Well, Law's about to throw the book at him if he doesn't get out of the way.
Hey, Law getting held up by the lawyer.
Yeah, I mean the draft plays a big factor down these small straights.
At least it would have if I had implemented the giant-ass spoilers before settling on the caution clock.
I think the caution clock's the better, far better
We're
than
at
giant
10 to go
spoilers.
now. Caution clock has been turned off.
So now the guy who's been pressing it for 2 hours won't get paid.
Wouldn't that be you by chance?
It's a sad life.
It's okay, he was only making like 42 cents an hour anyway.
What is this pay? I'm just an intern.
Oh, someone stopped on the track.
Yeah, there's Bobby Miller. Who cares?
This production's run by an excessive amount of intern.
The boobs care.
This production is run by an excessive amount of interns, and it shows. Laps to go for Aaron Law. Trying to bring home SAR's first victory of the season. Long overdue compared to Tony Durbin's monster run over the past couple of years in this series before he left. I'm looking forward to Pocono. You're probably the only one, let's be honest.
Hey everybody,
Ready to go.
Hello.
It's fine.
And is this the car that Durbin drove last season?
It is not. One of his charters did go to Team SAR USA. That is the 49 car.
Oh, okay.
White flag for Aaron Law, last year's Texas 500 winner. And Aaron Law picks up the first SAR victory of 2019, bringing a merciful end to this race.
Trout.
But wait, there's 2 races.
So I leave to. So I go to work. I get back. I find Paul Sherman P13.
Yes,
Which
he
one
was
against-
running up in
against the-
he was running up in the top 10 and flirted with the top 5 a couple of times.
What are you
but,
talking about? This is a great amount of cars finishing.
Ah, well, it was worth a good run. That's not what it lasted.
Might as well make your first win a 1-2-3 while you're at it.
Yes, Team SAR picks up a 1-2-3 finish.
And sadly, no bonus points for Aaron Law.
It was Dan Richards rounding out the cars on the lead lap, although the game has him scored as 1 lap down because it just hates him that much.
You hate to see it.
And the SARS 1st through 6th.
I think Cam Barnes might be a Lennard. No, he's a SAR. You're right. Aaron Singer is the first non-SAR, leading the Inglesbys over Johnson Clapp. Joshua Pacer was the first Lennard. He drove back up into 9th place, albeit 3 laps down.